Good evening. My name is Tracy Campbell, and I'm proud to serve as the president for Dollars for Scholars for Appleton-Parkersburg. On behalf of the Dollars for Scholars Board, I'd like to welcome you, your family, guests, and the sponsors to this year's awards night. We're heartbroken that this awards night is virtual instead of greeting each of our seniors in person. We are sad that our sponsors will not get to represent their businesses, loved ones, or organization the way they intended. But we are grateful that you are joining us, and we pray our community stays healthy and safe. I want to start the night by congratulating the senior class of 2020, a year of unprecedented times. I read that your kindergarten year was shortened by the tornado, and now your senior year looks different also. I think I can speak for all of our board members when I say we are truly saddened for you. But as you know, we are part of a community that believes you dust ourselves off and move forward. We will endure hard times in our life, but you will overcome also. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. These words have encouraged me from the beginning of this pandemic. I hope you find comfort in them also. Our board is made up of great people, community members that give their time, talents, and treasure to encourage you in continuing your education. Starting with Jamie Meyer as Vice President, Mary Schwennen as Secretary, Jody Birch as Treasurer, Kathy Clark joining us tonight as Awards Co-Chair, Peg Nevins, Publicity Chair. Then we have our Board of Trustees. Deb Prayer joining us also tonight, Cindy Canigator, Dave Mansheim, Maggie Abbas, Josh Peters, Matt Jacobson, Valerie Thorne, and Mike Brannon. We had 2 members resign this year that I'd like to recognize, Sandy Dannenbring and Carly Pollock. Both of these ladies were valuable members of our board, and we appreciate the time that we got to spend with them over the years. Our school staff works very hard every day for all of our students of AP. Thank you to the AP faculty and staff for your help with our young people in our community. Special thanks to Mr. Thomas, Mr. Flanagan for helping us communicate with our seniors. Now I'll turn it over to AP Superintendent Mr. Hughes for a few words.
Welcome. We are very happy that you have joined us tonight in celebration and gratitude. We are so fortunate to have such great students and magnificent support from Dollars for Scholars. First and foremost, we must offer our appreciation to all those donors and gracious scholarship sponsors. Your thoughtfulness and financial gift truly make a difference. These are tough, challenging times. It has been quite a first year for me here at Applington-Parkersburg and throughout the world for that matter. COVID-19 has added a whole new and different dimension than we have known before. My family and I are very happy to be here in the Applington-Parkersburg community. We want to acknowledge and make sure that everyone understands how amazing this community is. We often talk about making contributions and giving back, but the donors, businesses, community, and individuals are offering so much more. The financial support for the graduating seniors and those college students that are continuing on, it is just wonderful. All of the donations and sponsorship that is actually paying it forward. Graduates, your community cares for you. Your community believes in you. Your community supports you. You are the future. We are especially happy to extend our compliments to you, the graduating seniors. The class of 2020 is strong. We want to acknowledge all that you've been through, all that you've struggled through, and in that, all that you found meaning in. To realize that there are things that we can learn from these challenges. Your perseverance is noteworthy. You are realizing the meaning that this life has to offer. In every era, in every age, there are various challenges. But we know that you, as individuals, and as the class of 2020, can succeed. Together we can persevere. You have the fortitude, you have the focus, and you have the desire and we believe in you. The citizens of the AP communities are paying it forward, as we know you will make a difference in this world. What we're offering to you is our support and the belief that you, one day, will be able to also pay it forward. We wish to all of you the best, as together we are better. We are AP. Thank you.
Well, seniors and senior families, tonight's usually the beginning of kind of the end, the wrap-up of your senior year. And I would tell you on this night, I'm usually worried if you all come dressed up, if you'll show up on time, if you'll write your thank yous. But it is a special night, and young people, as we talk so often, very few communities support and believe in their young people like ours do. With the amount of money this class will receive tonight, over $68,000 to pursue their futures. Keep that in mind, it's not like this everywhere. When you think of Dollars for Scholars nights, young people, this is proof, as if you heard from both speakers prior to me, that our community believes in you. At this time, I do want to take a minute to thank the board. These people do an unbelievable job of collecting donations, seeking donations. This year, they got creative. They had a Zoom meeting to figure out scholarships, and I will tell you the amount of time they invested to try to make tonight happen in some way so you could still have your Dollars for Scholars night. And so to the board, for all your time, all your efforts, your continued commitment to our young people, we all thank you for what you do. To the donors and those folks who will be honored tonight through scholarship names, we recognize none of this would happen without your financial support and your investment in our young people. I will also assure you with the class of 2020, you will not be disappointed in your investment. And we know this investment will come back tenfold and that they will be proud to call them AP alumni. Young people, it's now your turn to take this investment which has been given to you to make the most of it, understanding folks in our community, folks who've lost loved ones, or just choose to honor folks who mean something to them, have invested in you tonight. They've done that with their time and also with their resources. The next step will be your step to make the absolute most of it. Your first step, however, and parents, please also listen, make sure we write thank yous. What these scholarships mean to certain people, you may not know the names of the scholarships, but I'll assure you they mean an awful lot to somebody who's chosen to invest money in a namesake. Young people, take that time, write a meaningful thank you, and let them know just how you plan to use it. Let them know you're a young person who is appreciative, and you'll make the most of this investment in your future. It's an exciting night. We look forward to hearing all the scholarships names. A reminder, it doesn't matter how many times your names are called. The values are different. But at the end, this will be the best hour to 2 hours of dollars per hour you'll ever make. So with that, I look forward to hearing our scholarships.
Before we get started, I'd like to thank the sponsors and supporters of our Dollars for Scholars organizations. Our community truly is wonderful. Our contributors include local businesses, former Applington-Parkersburg graduates, and families who are using scholarships to remember a legacy of a loved one. We would not be here without you, without your support and contributions. We thank you with immense gratitude for all you do to support our AP community. This year, we're awarding $114,220, including $51,370 going to postgrads. We're one of the few organizations that give to postgrads for Dollars for Scholars. It's amazing that we can do this, and again, thank you to our contributors. Our awards committee worked together to award these scholarships to you. We know you only by a number during this process. This keeps it fair for all. You are scored according to your profile information and awarded according to criteria set to each scholarship. This is how tonight's awards will go. We'll be announcing the scholarships and who has been awarded that scholarship. The awards will be in an envelope available for you to pick up during a designated time that will be emailed to you by the school. There will be instructions in the envelope as to what you will need to do for this year's scholarship as well as for postgrads applications next year. Most importantly, within the envelope, there will be names and addresses of sponsors. Please write them a thank you, as Mr. Thomas has stressed. This is really important, and we can't stress it enough. Without our sponsors, we would not be here tonight. Please take the time to thank them. Let's get started and give away some scholarships. I'm going to start off awarding from Aaron and Lindy Campman their scholarship to Carly Troina for $200, Diana Mulder for $100, Carson DeGroat for $100, and Jenna Boring for $100. Alan Dale and Fayette Meyer Trust Scholarship. This is for vocational or community college. Galatia Brasolomy, $1,500. Eric Skagloves, $1,500. And Olivia Lawton, $1,500. Another Alan Dale and Fayette Meyer Scholarship. Jalen Meyer, $1,500. Sarah Dominy for $1,500. And the American Legion Post 285 Scholarship. Diana Mulder, $250, and Rachel Klein, $250.
Our next scholarships tonight are in honor of Andy and Elizabeth Knock Endowment. This year we have 2 scholarship winners for $200. The recipients, Noah Oldenberger and Jacob Cockworth. AP Alliance Heating and Cooling Senior Scholarship for $100 is also Jacob Cockworth. The Booster Club, in memory of Ed Thomas, $500 scholarship this year goes to Gannon Oberhauser. The AP Booster Club, in memory of Stan Schipper, who was a longtime president of the Booster Club. For $250 this year, it's Jared Brower. The AP Booster Club scholarships, and this will consist of 4 $250 scholarships. The 4 recipients this year, Sarah Gall, Michael Prusner, Noah Oldenberger, and Sophia Jungling. AP Tax and Accounting Scholarship for $100 goes to Jillian Simon.
The next scholarships that we will be giving away are from the Applington ANBEDS Post 102. A $250 scholarship to Gwendolyn Thorne and a $250 scholarship to Nathan Clausen. The next one is for the Applington Community Club, and that is for $100 to Megan Johnson. The Applington Women's Club sponsors a $100 scholarship to Sarah Gall, to Ella Junker, to Zachary Self, Michael Prusner, Colby Diekman, and Nathan Clausen. And now I have quite a list for the Applington Parkersburg Dollars for Scholars. Carly Troina, $100. Diana Mulder, $100. Gannon Oberhauser, $100. Gwendolyn Thorne, $250. Connor Goldauger, $50. Trevor Brown, $50. Briar Eulenhop, $50. Molly Benning, $50. Riley Oberhauser, $100. Colby Diekman, $50. Devin Meester, $50. Benjamin Munt, $50. Mercedes Johnston, $50. Luke Edeker, $20. Peyton Johnson, $50. Hannah Finch, $50. And Aiden Morris, $50.
Arnold Shipper Business Endowment Scholarship. $400 goes to Jasmine Nicholas Moore. Arnold Shipper Medical Endowment Scholarship. $400 goes to Trayvon Brown. Beaver Meadows Golf Club and Golf and Country Club Scholarship for $150 to Jersey Rostec.
Beaver Meadows Golf and Country Club male membership scholarship for $150 goes to Devin Meester. The Ben and Ruth Hook Endowment Scholarship for $800 goes to Carly Troina. The Bill Dorn Academic and Athletic Baseball Endowment Scholarship for $300 goes to Kobe Ryherd. The Bill Dorn Academic and Athletic Basketball Scholarship for $300 goes to Gannon Oberhauser. And the Bonnie and Vern Holm Endowment Scholarship goes to Carson DeGroat for $850.
Kane Lavelle Memorial Scholarship, $580 to Colby Diekman. In the Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate, there are two $250 scholarships going to Jillian Simon and Sophia Jungling.
On behalf of the Cedar Valley Dental Associates Scholarships, I have $250 to Sarah Gall, $100 to Zachary Self, $100 to Megan Johnson, $100 to Michael Prusner, $100 to Jack Heron, $100 to J.C. Ellis, $250 to Noah Oldenberger, $200 to Jacob Cockruff, $200 to Colby Rice, and $100 to Jasmine Moore. On behalf of the Christian and Ruth Fisher Endowed Scholarship, I have $400 to Jack Heron. And on behalf of the class of 2010 Senior Football Endowed Scholarship, $150 to Jacob Cockruff.
Our next scholarship is in honor of Coach Al Kearns. Was set up when he retired from teaching and coaching. This year, the scholarship is for $250 to Riley Oberhauser. The Coach Ed Thomas Endowment Scholarship for $550 this year goes to Gwendolyn Thorne. And the Kurt Stewart Endowment Scholarship for $500 goes to Luke Edeker.
Deanne Fry Endowed Scholarship for $150 goes to Annalise Egloff. A $700 scholarship from the Delbert and Arlene Kalkworth Endowed Scholarship goes to Ella Junker. The Dennis Hook and Family Endowed Scholarship for $100 goes to Rachel Klein. A $300 scholarship from the Dennis Euban Endowed Scholarship goes to Aiden Morris. A $150 scholarship from the DeVries Trucking and Livestock goes to Jasmine Nichols Moore. And in honor of my parents, Don and Anna Mae Maiman, a $200 scholarship goes to Jillian Simon. And I have a list of scholarships from the Dr. Lori and Paul Mason scholarships, a $500 scholarship to Megan Johnson, and a $500 scholarship to Riley Oberhauser. A $500 scholarship to Ainsley Brungard, and a $500 scholarship to Grace Coates.
Dr. Robert Watson Endowed Scholarship for $350 goes to Carson DeGroat. Dumont Telephone Scholarship goes to Zachary Self for $150 and Michael Prusner for $350. Dwight and Marjorie Galpin Bode Endowment Scholarship for $800 goes to Jack Heron. The
Eichenberg Salvage Scholarship this year for $100 goes to Mercedes Johnson. The Elizabeth Schwinnen Endowment Scholarship goes to Sarah Gall for $150. And the Emily Wildeboer Scholarship for $150 this year goes to Ella Junker.
A Falcon Pride Club endowed scholarship for $100 goes to Mercedes Johnston. And from the Fern Neiman Crummy endowed scholarship, I have $100 to Sarah Gall, $170 to Colby Diekman, $100 to Devin Meester, $280 to Luke Edeker, $100 to Noah Oldenburger, $350 to Peyton Johnson, and $200 to Aiden Morris. And for the love of quilting in honor of Sheila Cordes, I have a $100 scholarship to Trevin Brown and a $100 scholarship to Aiden Morris.
On behalf of the George Palmer Endowed Scholarship, I have $650 to Jasmine Nichols Moore. And on behalf of the Glenn Fry Endowed Scholarship, I have $350 to Mercedes Johnson. And Highview Animal Hospital Scholarship, I have two $500 scholarships, one to Diana Mulder and one to Colby Reichard.
Hilco and Henrietta Nievenhoven Endowed Scholarship. It's my honor to present to Carson Weikertz $350, Ella Junker $150, Carson DeGroat $300, Rachel Klein $100, Jenna Boring $300, Ainsley Brungard $300, Grace Coates $325, Jared Brower $100, Kobe Reichard $175, Jillian Simon $100, Nathan Clausen for $400, Sophia Jungling for $400. Holger and Alice Backer Holm Endowment Scholarship to Trayvon Brown for $350. And in memory of Mike Buckholtz Endowed Scholarship, $100 goes to Anna Egloff.
The Iowa State Bank Scholarship provides three $750 scholarships. Our three recipients this year, Anna Egloff, Briar Uhlhop, and Hannah Finch. The Ivan and Margaret Harkin Memorial Scholarship, this year for $1,000, goes to Jared Brower. The Janie Walters Moeller Endowment Scholarships. For $250, Megan Johnson. For $250, Molly Benning. For $250, J.C. Ellis. For $150, Jacob Cockworth. And for $100, Kobe Rice.
The Jill Van Eschen Endowed Scholarship for $450 goes to Connor Goldugger. The Johanna Bedke Scholarship for $625 goes to Rachel Klein. And another $625 to Colby Reichard.
The Josh and Brooke Timmer Scholarship, I have several for $500. $500 to Carly Troina, $500 to Zachary Self, $500 to Connor Goldegger, $500 to Jenna Boring, $500 to Molly Benning, and $500 to Devin Meester. The Keith and Heather Vry Endowed Scholarship, I have a $250 scholarship for Megan Johnson. And then the Keith and Heather Vry Memorial Scholarship, I have a $500 one for Peyton Johnson.
On behalf of Kenneth Cope Endowed Scholarship, $150 to Zachary Self, $100 to Nathan Clausen, and $200 to Sophia Jungling. Lawler and Swanson Scholarship goes to Jenna Boring for $200. And Lincoln Savings Bank, $250 to Sarah Gall, $250 to Diana Mulder, $250 to Nathan Clausen, and $250 to Aiden Morris.
Our next scholarship is the Main Station Spa and Scholarship, which I need open soon. For $200 this year goes to Mercedes Johnston. The Merle Huizinga Endowment Scholarship. For $250, Gannon Oberhauser. For $525, Rachel Klein. For $225, Grace Coates.
Okay, and back to the Keith and Heather Vry Memorial. I missed somebody, and I apologize. Benjamin Munt gets $500 also. And then the Mike Nevins Endowed Scholarship, I have $250 to Jared Brower. And on behalf of the Midwest One Bank Scholarships, I have $250 to Michael Prusner, $250 to Riley Oberhauser, $250 to J.C. Ellis, $250 to Noah Oldenburger. And then the Midwest One Endowed Scholarship, I have $600 to Jillian Simon.
It's an honor to present from the Mike Campbell Memorial Scholarship. Mike left us a legacy of generosity and kindness to his family and his community. For $500, this award goes to J.C. Ellis. Minnie Oldenburger Endowment Scholarship, $300 to Jenna Boring. And Napa Auto Parts Scholarship for $200 goes to Devin Meester.
The Oliver Jungling Endowed Scholarship for $300 goes to Gwendolyn Thorne. And from the Parkersburg American Legion Auxiliary, a $200 scholarship to Hannah Finch. And again, from the Parkersburg American Legion Auxiliary, a $200 scholarship to Briar Eulenhot.
From the Parkersburg Chamber of Commerce Scholarship for $100 goes to Benjamin Munt. Also, the Parkersburg Eclipse News and Review Scholarship for $100, also to Benjamin Munt. The Parkersburg High School Class of 1969 Endowment Scholarship. And usually Miss Dannenbrink talks about this. This year's recipients, $500 to Ainsley Brungard, $500 to Nathan Clausen, and $500 to Sophia Jungling.
On behalf of the Parkersburg Historical Society, I have $100 to Colby Dykeman. On behalf of the Parkersburg Lions Club, I have $250 to Michael Prusner, $250 to Benjamin Munt, $250 to Noah Oldenburger, $250 to Jacob Cockruff. And then the Parkersburg Rotary Club 2216 Scholarship, $200 to Jenna Boring.
And for the Parkersburg Tornado Storybook Endowment, $100 goes to Molly Benning. Paul Woody Shook Endowment Scholarship for $200 will go to J.C. Ellis. And the Ray Brungard Endowment Scholarship for $400 will go to Diana Mulder.
I have two $250 scholarships presented by Redmond Swartz Funeral Home. One goes to Gwendolyn Thorne and the other one to Grace Coates. And remembering Logan DeBoer, a $500 scholarship to Ella Junker. And another one, remembering Logan DeBoer, and this is for a trade school, will go to Luke Edeker for $500.
On behalf of the Rick and Jane Clausen Wartburg Scholarship, I have $1,000 for Jersey Rostec. Then on behalf of the Rudell Arts and Letters Endowed Scholarship, I have $1,000 to Carson Weikertz. And then the Rudell Trades Endowed Scholarship, $1,000 to Colby Rice. And then the Rudell Wildlife Horticulture Endowed Scholarship, $1,000 to Jacob Deerfield.
As I read my last scholarships, just once again, a great big thank you to our board, to all of our donors and those who've chose to honor folks through these scholarships and memorials. For those in the community, if you're not involved, we would love to have you be a part of our Dollars for Scholars committee. To the alumni who may be watching, make sure you update and reapply every year. As they mentioned before, we're one of the only places that gives to our post-grads. The Schrage Business Development Endowment Scholarship for $250 goes to Jacob Cockworth. The Shook Realty Company Scholarship for $100 goes to Molly Benning. The Shepherd, Gibson, and Levens Law Firm for $100 goes to Aiden Morris.
The Shirley Meyer Luring Endowed Scholarship for $450 goes to Gannon Oberhauser. And the Sons of the American Legion Scholarship, $200 each to Sarah Gall and Mercedes Johnston. And the Stan Shipper Endowed Scholarship for $350 to Jillian Simon.
On behalf of the Kate Humphrey Endowed Scholarship, I have a $300 scholarship for Ainsley Brungard and $300 to Grace Coates. And I just might say the Kate Humphrey Endowed Scholarship was developed a couple years ago, and Kate is one of our longest board members. She started our Dollars for Scholars, and it was only as of a couple years ago that she had left the board, so she's been around a long time, so it was rightfully proper to have a scholarship in her name. And I was proud to be able to present it tonight. I have Truax Insurance Scholarship, $250 to the Carson Weikertz. And Virgil Goodrich Endowed Scholarship, I have $300 for Zachary Self.
It's a pleasure to award Voss Studio Scholarship, $200 to Riley Oberhauser. WD Investments Endowed Scholarship, $100 goes to Peyton Johnson. Wells Fargo Endowed Scholarship, $100 goes to Trayvon Brown. And last but not least, Wood Vision Clinic Scholarship, $100 to Megan Johnson. So this concludes our awards ceremony. A big thank you to the school and our awards chair members for your patience and flexibility while we figured this year out. Thank you again to our sponsors of the scholarships. You're a huge part of what makes our community so great. You will get some really important information in that envelope when you pick that up. Some things I need to point out. Mr. Thomas touched on the thank you notes. I think we've said that enough, and hopefully we've said it enough. Just be sure to thank your sponsors. It's so important. Then there will be, in there there will be some information, personal information card and an envelope to mail that back. If you could please do that, that will give us your correct email, your correct address, and your phone number, and the institute that you choose to go to college. And that gives us an idea of, or that lets us know who we need to send your scholarship information to what college. So that's really important, and there will be a stamped envelope in there for you to mail that back. We're making it as easy as possible for you. This year, your awards that you're receiving this year will need to be accepted by June 1st. They will be out there for you to see this weekend at the latest. So once you go into your profile, You'll be able to see that your scholarships are awarded, and just please go in there and accept those by June 1st. It just makes it easier for us when we're distributing the money. And lastly, to the seniors, your next chapter is on the horizon, and with so many great things ahead of you, we wish you the best in all you do in your education, your career, and in your future. Thank you for joining us tonight, and again, please don't forget to send those thank yous. Best of luck.